Hello, in this programming video we are going to look at abstraction in the form of classes and objects. So what you can do is create abstract methods and abstract classes, and what this simply means is if you have an abstract class, it cannot be instantiated, which means you can't create an object of it. The only way to actually utilize it is for another class to inherit from it. So this is extremely useful if you're trying to create sort of like a base class. There are a variety of your other classes. So for example, if you have, let's say you're making a game like Need for Speed, you have a vehicle class. So yeah, you don't really have car. I mean, you have cars in Need for Speed. You don't really have bikes in Need for Speed. Have there ever been a Need for Speed with bikes? I don't think so. Correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe one of the mobile ones potentially have. But ignoring that, so we're creating a racing game. We have a vehicle class, which has stuff like position of the car, speed, those sort of basic properties that are generic. And you create a class for bike. You create a class for, I don't know, what's its name? Car. Maybe this Need for Speed game is going all over the place, and you have a class for helicopters as well, a class for submarines, like any sort of vehicle. The vehicle you will never create a object of because it's like a blueprint, a template. But the individual classes you would make. So we've already got this sort of enemy, super enemy sort of stuff right here. And what I'm going to do is this class that's character. I'm going to create a new file, so new class. I'm going to call it character. We can put the keyword abstract here as well. We can select that, and if I click finish, it's created character, and it will be known. It's already defined. It's already defined in here. So what we'll do, we'll just get rid of the contents, or I've cut the contents. I'll put it in here. This shouldn't be defined anymore. Okay, yeah, that still runs, which is cool. So this extends from character. This also extends from character as well, and you can get all of its properties. But let me show you something. If I go to Sonar Systems.java, and if I were to include the character class, or that character like that, and if I was to do character C1 equals new character, oh yeah, it won't work because we made it an abstract, so it says we can't instantiate it. If, for example, I remove this keyword and went back to Sonar System Java, that disappears. So if you want a base class that a variety of other classes will inherit from, and you never want that base class to have an object created of it, you want to make it abstract. And you can go a step further. So you can actually make methods abstract as well. So the reason you'll make a method abstract is if you want to force the developer yourself or somebody else to actually implement the method in one of the inherited classes. So this reduce self method in enemy, it hasn't been changed. In super enemy, we've overridden it. But if we want all of the classes to override it, we go to character, for example, and before the actual data type, the return type, we put abstract here, and this should give us an error. It's moaning because we can't have a body, so we would get rid of that. Now, if I were to go to here and just run this, we should get another error, and now this error will be an enemy. It's saying that we haven't actually implemented it, so let's just add on implementing methods. So we don't necessarily need to put the keyword override, but it's good to have it there. It just tells us what that it's an overridden method. So in here, I think we will just health minus equals damage. So the regular enemy will just do that. So if I run it, oh, there we go, it's still working fine. So that's it for abstraction in classes and objects within Java. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out, and I look forward to seeing you in the next awesome Java programming video.